There's another album that we need to review that has everybody talking
Yes.
right now. And that is Glorilla's album Glorious. Now,
Glorious. Yes.
you know that this is typically not my bag. You know what I mean? I will say
Yeah.
that I have came on here and said though, out of the that crop of rappers who've come out, Glorilla's music, she has some hard ones that I appreciate. Yeah, Glow was one that caught my attention. When I heard it, I was like, she sounds kind of Project Pat like to me. And I'm somebody who likes
Almost, yeah.
Project Pat. That's that Memphis, the sound. She got a deeper voice. It just kind of reminds me of Project Pat a little bit. So like a female version of Project Pat. So it was definitely I've heard talent there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And there are some other rappers I won't name. There's one in particular who I just refuse to listen to, and I'm standing 10 toes
And she's
down.
on this album. Absolutely.
I feel like they're an industry plant. You know what I mean? I feel like some of the powers that be were like, hey, we're gonna find the most worst black stereotype, the most ignorant person. I guarantee we could try to make her a superstar, and I think that they've done it. So that person, I'm not. That's why I draw my line. That's my line. Everybody got a
Right,
different
right,
line. You feel me? That's
right.
the one where I'm like, I'm just not gonna be able to tune in. But
Eh, Yeah.
Glorilla is not that. So initial thoughts on Glorilla's album.
So initial thoughts on Glorious. I think what makes Glorilla is what I like most about this album. I love those hard hitting beats, that southern draw, that southern that unquintessential like Memphis sound. I think she handles that better than almost anybody, right? Especially right now. So I love like Hold On, I love Procedure with Lotto. I love tracks like Step with Boss Mandilo, Let Her Cook. All these I Ain't Going. I love all these hard hitting subwoofing. I don't even know if that's like a a word, but like we're gonna make it a word today. She knows how to handle that so well, bro. Like she just knows how to make a street hit. And just like a TikTok viral S like type of song. I think Hold On, like that's a single we heard and talked about previous episodes. That's
Yep.
probably my still my favorite song on this album.
Okay.
And yeah, and the song with Meg, yeah, How I Look, like these joints, like she knows how to like get to her audience. She knows how to, do this type of sound, make this type of music. So Glorilla, like Glorious, overall, I feel like the album is kind of like I think it's a little forgettable, but I don't think it's bad. I think it's like it feeds her audience. Whatever they want, they're looking for out of Glorilla, they'll find it. I think where it loses me is towards the middle. With songs like Don't Deserve or Rain Down on Me. Like it's not that these songs are inherently bad. It's just I don't think Glorilla is there as an artist quite yet for these to like fully land. Or maybe I'm just blinded by the fact I'm hearing her with a ratchet friends. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
I'm used to that Glorilla. So maybe I just can't really maybe I'm biased in that front, but I just don't think it lands. Like I just didn't envision a collaboration with Kirk Franklin and Mooney Long. Like I just like when I think Glorilla, I don't think that. Now she grew up in the church now. She that's the Bible Belt, you know what I mean? So it shouldn't be too outside of realm, obviously, but for me, it just doesn't really sound like authentic enough, or it just doesn't seem like she's mature, as mature of an artist for this to land. But I do love the fact that she stuck her neck out there and actually attempted to do it. She actually did a song. I'm gonna give her credit. I think what was it? What was it? Was it she did like more conscious messaging with
Mhm.
one of these songs. I'm
Are,
forgetting
are,
what it
are,
is.
are,
You
you- are,
might
you- are
know
you
it.
talking about the I ain't going?
I ain't going. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
And so I love that she was talking about those type of things, man. Like that's the type of growth and versatility I like to see in these type of artists because you don't really find it anymore.
Yeah.
So credit to her on that front. Overall, like I think there was some forgettable moments, but I think overall, not to be too harsh. I'm harsh on artists sometimes. This is a good album. You know what I'm saying? For what it
Yeah.
is and
And
who it's
I
by.
and I would agree. I think it's a solid album. I
Mhm.
honestly it surpassed my expectations for it.
Mm.
I'm gonna be honest. Like I didn't go in expecting much in there, but there were some songs on here
Mm.
that I was like, okay, like the song with her and Meg, fire. Like how I
Heat.
look, I was like, that's going up. Like as soon as I heard it, I was like, yeah, this is This is hard.
That's
Like
calm.
that one, Let Her Cook, another one that I thought was
Yeah.
dope. There's a few of them that I thought was dope. I agree with you on some of the songs that she tried to kind of go a little bit deeper on. Rain Down on Me with Kirk Franklin. I wasn't mad at it, believe it or not. I
Okay.
was that one. When I first saw that Kirk Franklin was on the album, I was like, "What are we doing here?"
Right.
And it's funny because I was just talking to my students about Kirk Franklin collaborating with hip hop artists, and I think that sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. This one I wasn't mad at. Am I gonna listen to it again? No, but
Mm.
it was okay. It was an
Yeah.
okay collaboration. I could tell that she really put some time into her lyrics on there, more so than some of the other songs on here that I heard. Um,
Yeah.
One thing that I wouldn't say on this album is that I think Glorilla needs to get around some more writers. I think
Mm.
there's sometimes she has ideas that could be executed further,
Yeah.
but she just doesn't. But I think she needs some more writers around her. Like I said, she might have her friends in the studio with her and just be vibing, but I think that she needs somebody in there who's gonna push her lyrics a little bit further. Because she had one of the songs that you mentioned that I really did like was "I Ain't Going." Like that
Yeah.
song is really just talking about domestic violence. And I mean, that's really what that one is
Mm.
focused on, and talking about, her defending herself of a man tried to put their hands on her, all of that. And I thought
Mm.
it was a dope concept, and it almost reminds me of like a "Love Is Blind" by Eve. You know what I mean? And
Oh yeah.
I think it had the chance to be that, but I think that there was nobody who pushed her lyrics far enough for it to be executed to its full potential.
Mm.
But I thought it was good still. You know what I mean? I thought it was good, and I definitely salute her for trying to push the needle a bit further. She could have easily made a whole club album, but
Right.
on this, she decided to make songs that were a little bit outside that comfort zone. I was listening to it with my girlfriend in the car. She even was like, she mentions God a lot in this, which is shocking to me. And
She
I
does.
agree. She mentions prayer, God, a lot in the album, which lets me know that she was definitely trying to dive a little bit deeper outside of her normal comfort zone. So
Mm.
definitely some songs on here that I'm not that are forgettable. I agree with you on that front. There's some songs on here that I definitely won't go back to. Um, what did you think about the "Wipe Me Down" flip?
I like the beat. I don't know if I like the song. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know if I like the song, but
I
yeah.
yeah, I wasn't that crazy about it. But just because I mean, "Wipe Me Down" is already hard, so it does.
Yeah.
Some songs it's hard to sample if you're not really gonna go all the way in. And she
Right.
pretty much kept the same flow that's already on "Wipe Me Down." She did Boosie's flow, and I think it's okay. But I think that "Wipe Me Down" is already so classic that it's a hard joint to be able to remake. Um,
Certain songs just don't need to be flipped, bro. Like,
Yeah,
that's
because
also a
"Wipe Me
thing.
Down" is
Yeah.
almost a Negro spiritual at this point. You know what I
It
mean? "Wipe Me
is, bro.
Down,"
Like, yeah.
swag surfing. There's certain hip hop songs that are just like they become a part of the culture so much that it's hard to remake it. And I think that that's one of those moments. But I don't think it was bad. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
Glow's prayer, I appreciate it. I thought that was
I
cool.
appreciate it.
You
Yeah.
know,
I didn't like it.
yes,
I didn't like it, but I get it. Like, you're right though, bro. Like, when it comes to like her lyrically, maybe being around some other writers or just more seasoned
yeah,
artists
I
can
agree.
help her out, because like I feel like she hits something, like she'll hit an emotional note, and
Yes,
then she'll be like, and my moose knuckling, it goes down. Immediately goes down. And then she'll like go
here you
back
go
up.
again.
I know it's a return of the moose knuckle. I was thinking about I was thinking about that when I was listening to this, bro. But it's the same thing. It's like, bro, give us the emotional note in full. Like, get deeper.
I
Just go
agree.
deeper. Don't give a surface. Like,
and,
you're
and I
right
agree.
there.
And I think there's certain points on here when she goes deeper into talking about maybe her past relationships. I could tell that she doesn't want to go full vulnerable. So she'll switch back into, I don't care about these N word. I don't care about these men, whatever. Like it goes back into that bag. And you can tell that it's not fully vulnerable yet. And it's gonna
Right.
take her time. She's still a younger artist. But I think
Yeah.
that the more she makes those type of songs, I think we'll hear a little bit more of those layers peel back and her go a little bit deeper into into her background, her growing up,
Yeah.
all of that. I think that there's more to her. I think she sounds good. I think that it just needs polishing. But overall, it wasn't a bad album. I'm being honest. Like I said, it
Yeah.
surpassed my expectations for the album for sure.
For sure. Same with me. And again, this isn't our bag. I don't usually go to like
No.
a Glorilla full project, a Meg full project. It's just not my thing. It's not inherently what I want to listen to. But when you spend time with these artists, it you get a deeper understanding in the sense of, okay, I understand why people like have an affinity for this person's music. Again, Sexy Red doesn't do it for me. The Hot Cheeto breaths, rap stars, they
You're
not for me.
hilarious. You're
Yeah, I'm just
hilarious.
saying. I'm
You're
just saying.
hilarious.
I know she got the red food coloring under her, but so my thing is that's not my thing. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'll leave it at that.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. This is not my
Yeah,
bag. You know what I mean? And here's the
yeah,
thing. I think it's dope now. One thing that I will say on a positive note about it, because I don't have that much positive about this genre of rap, but this subgenre, I would say. But the one positive I will say, I think it's cool that girls now have a variety of different artists that they can listen to and vibe with. You know what I mean? They got
right.
hard ones, they got the more sexualized ones who make that type of music. They have the
Mm,
more the conscious ones starting to come out, but aren't rising to where I'd like to see them. You know what I mean?
mm.
Like the Rhapsodies. That I think that it's cool that there's more of a
No
variety.
cheese.
The
Yeah.
Doshis, right, who are a little bit more on the lyrical side. You know what I mean? So I think even Lotto, it's not my type of messaging, but I can acknowledge that she can rap. You know what I mean? A
Right.
lot of them I'm not gonna be able to listen to often just because I don't resonate with their messaging. You know what I mean? So what they're
Hmm.
talking about doesn't, you know what I mean? It doesn't pertain to me or my life, so I can't fully engage with it with some of these artists. But at the same time, I can still acknowledge when there's some good music on here. Like I said, the song with her and Meg is definitely gonna stick around. There's a couple
For
songs on
sure.
here that are gonna stick around that I can salute. So yeah, so shout out Glorilla for sure.
Shout out to her.